royal battle just simply rolls on and on. And as we saw recently for the king's coronation, it does appear that his youngest son shows no sign of any remorse, any apology, or indeed any hurt that is inflicted on his majesty and the queen. But as ever, what's the true story behind this latest visit? Let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London, and as ever, lovely to see you today. I hope you're keeping well. Now, thank you also for your comments about the Hollywood superstar Jane Fonda. Very strange outburst, but as I said, Jane needs to get eyeballs to go and see her latest movie, and by sort of acting a little bit wacky, which many people have said she has done for many years, of course, well, it gets her back in the news, doesn't it? As I also pointed out, though, I'm not quite sure whether these people would then really go and see a movie. It's a big costly experience now. We're all used to the streaming world, and more importantly, as we all love here on YouTube, it's free, isn't it? Yes, a lot more expensive. I can't afford the popcorn. Don't know about you. Back as ever to the breaking roll story of the day. On a more serious note, it's less than, well, just over a month, in fact, isn't it? No, it's not even a month, is it? We're talking, of course, about Prince Harry's return back here to the United Kingdom for the coronation of his father. 28 hours he actually gave his father, and it was met with a lot of, well, negativity, shall we say. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, how welcoming was King Charles and Camilla to Prince Harry? Very welcoming. They offered to put him up in their own homes, and of course wanted him to be part of a very special and historical event, as one can imagine. See, the bottom line with people like that is they seemingly do not want to reach out and make amends, whatever they say in this massive publicity glare for their #1 selling book, Spare. Now, a lot of people are suggesting, well, next week, as we know, the arrival of Prince Harry back here in the United Kingdom, once again for his many court cases, this time taking on Mirror Group newspapers, all regarding hacking cases alleged over 15, 17 years ago now. Lots of things have come out, as we've mentioned here before on the show. Not much credible evidence so far from David Sherborne, the acting QC for Prince Harry. He's certainly going to have his work cut out nonetheless. But what's interesting is people are speculating as to why has there not been a reconciliation. You see, what we now know is that Prince Charles is going on a solo trip to Transylvania. He does have a property out there, if you don't know. Now, why is he disappearing as his son's disappearing? Lots of allurement and, of course, speculation. The true story is this: that particular trip has been booked in for some time, and as we also know, and we can tell you first and exclusive here on the show, literally, King Charles has not really much contact with his youngest son. He doesn't know how to get hold of him. So even if you wish to invite him on that particular trip, the way that they invited him for the coronation, right over a month ago now, was simply they really had to keep hounding him by email, various people, management groups, that sort of stuff, according to a very good source. So a lot of people are saying, well, what is King Charles doing to make amends to his rather fractious son? Quite a lot. But also his hands are tied. He can only push it so far, and seemingly, even though Prince Harry's back, this time is in His Majesty's court, but certainly not in the court of King Charles. That could take some time before that becomes credible evidence. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.